back, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. Today we're going to go through another quick Q&A for you, where I'm going to take just a little bit more time and I'm going to be discussing with you some of the products that you had comments about, and I just wanted to take a little bit more time for my viewers and just share some of my feelings and comments and insights based on your comments. So let's jump right in. One of the videos that I did not too long ago was a really great amp which was built by Kevin over at Rockitt Retro. And Kevin basically builds by himself, single-handedly, some really great Marshall reproductions. They're some of the finest built amps that I've seen, and bar none the best price. I mean, you can get these amplifiers for under $2,000. You would expect to pay at least double that for a hand-built amp, point-to-point, super high-quality components. I don't think anybody's building better amps these days, and he's a one-man show, so he's not like subcontracting the amps to someone else. He's really giving you really personalized attention. Kevin is a super guy. He amazed me by how quickly he answers my emails. You know, he'll answer your emails within 5-10 minutes of you sending it. I spoke to him over the phone numerous times. He took the time to explain the amp to me, how to best play it, what I can expect from it, and whatnot. So I never once had any issues with any doubts when it came to what kind of quality I was going to get with his products. And after service is just as good. You know, he answers all of your questions and really puts you at ease. So one of the questions that I received for that video was from Dave Dangerous 74, and what he asked was, it has a very traditional sound to it. It's good. Does it sound more raw when you are in the room in person? So he's referring to a very quick sound clip that I made with that amp, which I actually recorded with my iPhone, so wasn't the highest quality. You know, he said it sounded good. It does indeed sound very good as an amplifier. But one thing I gotta say is that you have to really play the amp loud if you really want to get that, you know, classic vintage plexi sound. There's no doubt about that. You can play pedals in front of it, no issues, but you're not, I mean, if you want the raw power of that amp and you really want that vintage sound, you have to crank it on 10. It has a built-in attenuator in the back, which works very well, but it's still very loud. So I actually ended up buying another attenuator for it that I play through, and I actually play very loud through that. And it actually, I put everything on 10, you know, besides the bass. I turned the bass off completely, presence halfway, everything else is on 10, and it sounds fantastic, just the way an original vintage Marshall should sound. So to answer Dave's question, does it sound more raw when you are in the room in person? I don't really know what you mean by raw, but to me it sounds like a plexi. You know, that's what it sounds like. I can't explain it better than that. You won't be disappointed if you're looking for an authentic sound. Also regarding the retro, the Rockitt Retro 50, Barthule, I'm going to butcher your last name, Barthule. I think the last name is pronounced Buzdovakic. Sorry if I messed up your name. He asks, can he fix an effects loop in it? Yes, the effects loop is one of the options that Kevin offers for his amps. So you can definitely get an effects loop in there if you like. He tries to keep the amp as authentic as he can, so that's why he offers it as an option and he doesn't put it on there standard. So if you really want an effects loop in there, you can get one. I didn't opt for one, and to be honest with you, I kind of regret it because, you know, it takes pedals great, but obviously, you know, you gotta play around with a little bit when you're playing with delays and modulations and stuff like that. If you're using a lot of those effects, you might just want to get yourself the effects loop and save yourself the headache there. So one of the other videos that I made besides the Rockitt Retro amp review was a Paul Reed Smith review on my SC245. not the SE245, the SC245, which is an American-made Paul Reed Smith. And I got some great comments on that one as well. One of them was from Snappy Doodad, and he says that he subscribed to my channel, and I appreciate it. And everybody watching today, I hope you're doing the same. And he says, thanks for the great video, and I'll keep checking on your channel. I've been up in the air about trading my historic chambered Reissue Les Paul for a McCarty, a DC245, the one with the bound neck. Same pickups. Any feedback or insight is appreciated. So, excuse me. So all I can say is, you know, I really do hesitate giving advice like this to people because I don't want to be responsible for you not enjoying the trade that you made. Ultimately, you have a very good guitar. The historic Les Paul it is a very fine instrument, and I think you enjoy it. Obviously, though, you're looking for something a little different. The McCarty, I haven't had the pleasure to try it extensively. I did try it in a music store once, and it's very different from the SC245. I can tell you that. I had a very at first I was very attracted to the McCarty before I saw the SC245, and they were very rare. I only saw them locally in the store once, and I tried it, and I'm really glad I did because I didn't like it. There was something about it that I didn't like. It felt very different. I can tell you it's a very different feel than the one that I have right now, and I really do like the one I have a lot more for some reason. They look similar though. That's the funny thing. They don't look very different, but they feel very different. So all I can tell you is before you trade in your Les Paul, please go try it out. Make sure you really do bond with the guitar. Don't just trade it in sight unseen. You might regret it. Because all guitars are not made equal. So that's all I want to talk about today. I don't want to go too long with my videos. I know that sometimes my videos are extremely long. I'd rather keep them short and sweet. If you guys have any other questions you want to ask me, please feel free to give your comments below. I'm always super happy to hear from you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. There's going to be other great videos coming your way for sure, and I'll be very happy to hear from you and to interact with your comments in the future. So stay tuned.